And we welcome you back into Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing, and Faith Alexander on camera. And Eric, we're here for the championship game of Raleigh County. It is the Crescent Chipmunks, undefeated, 15-0, trying to win their third straight grade school championship against Shady, 13-2, and their only losses to Crescent. We think we're going to be in for an outstanding championship game.
Yeah, and you know that old adage, coach, this is coach speak, but it's hard to beat a team 3 times, and that's what not only are they going for their third championship, but the third victory over a quality Shady Spring Tigers.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you're the brain trust of Crescent, which is coached by Chris Cooper, you're telling your team, well, you've already beat them twice, so you should be able to beat them a third time, and that's coach's speak as well. That is,
but the old adage is it's just maybe they figured out something those last 2, losses, and that being Shady, and they're gonna pull out all the stops tonight.
Well, one of the things, and we saw this when you and I covered the middle school championships last year, that Independence, with a very good team, they beat Park twice in the regular season, and you and I called the championship game in which Park beat Independence in the championship, and that's just a one-case scenario. And I know if there are fans from Independence watching this, probably don't want to have me to bring that up, but I'm using
But the thing is, you're stating a fact, but you're also using
as an example. Right. So,
and the thing we should add in on that game is, not only did Independence beat Park twice, they beat them handily both times. I'm talking about 10, 20-point
I was
games.
at the first game at Independence, and that was early in the year. They beat them handily the game that I saw, and I was told they beat them worse in the game that I didn't see. And then you and I did the title game, and then Park won the championship. So, that is a fact, and, of course, I know that's a fact that if you are from Independence watching, you probably don't want me to talk about that fact. But I just use that as an example for this here tonight, and I'm sure that both of these teams, they know each other very well. Both teams will be dialed in.
Yeah, and there's nothing like the championship atmosphere. This is a great crowd out here. I just love elementary sports, and this is good for the kids in both communities.
So Shady will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. They'll wear the navy blue uniforms trimmed in gold. Crescent will be in white trimmed in maroon, and we're just now getting their lineup, so just got to hang in there with us as we're getting ready to have the introduction, and then we'll be having the game momentarily. It's 6-minute quarters. If you're just tuning in, we had the third place game. Congratulations to Hollywood. They beat Marsh Fork 39-25. Hollywood will finish the season at 11-3, and Marsh Fork will finish it at 12-4. So 4th place to Marsh Fork, 3rd place to Hollywood, and now for the championship game, it is Shady and Crescent. So players now of Shady are being introduced. And I'm just now being handed actually haven't been handed the roster yet, the lineups, but we'll have that for you momentarily as right as we get the game ready to get started. But it's a great atmosphere here, Eric. It's a packed gym, and this is the Crescent lineup.
Yes.
That you just gave me. And now I just got to get a Shady lineup, and we're good. Crescent's going to have Carter Cooper, Avery Legg, Camden Legg, Zane Carter, and Landon Carroll are the starting 5 for Crescent that have Chipmunks across.
And Avery and Camden are twins.
Yes. And we're going to have the playing of the national anthem. We'll take a quick break, come back, and have the tip-off coming up next here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, We believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
We are ready to go here from Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School, as this is the championship game of Raleigh County. Crescent going for a three-peat, 15-0, taking on Shady, 13-2. Chris Cooper, the coach at Crescent. Kevin Mallory, the coach at Shady. And we're underway. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and Crescent will have the first possession. It'll be Carter Cooper bringing the ball across the midcourt stripe. Shady back in the zone. And the ball is taken away as Shady turns Crescent over on the first possession of the ball game. Quickly back the other way. Nice take to the basket, right of the lane. The shot isn't there. Crescent comes out of there with the rebound. Crescent on the move, and they turn it over. So that is Camden Legg that traveled that time. So 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for the Chipmunks.
And that's just not the way you want to start as Crescent comes out in this press.
Here's Shady with it now. Jude Bailey into the ball game. He has it now, one of the starters for Shady, and he's bumped on the far side. And there'll be a foul on Crescent's Carter Cooper. And that'll be his first, team's first. So it'll be Asher Pugh to inbound on the far side. Gets the ball over to Bailey. And they turn it over. Ball's loose. Here's Shady with it. Shady looking over that zone that Crescent's back in. Bailey has a good look, takes the shot, and leaves it short, and the rebound is Crescent, and they turn it over again. That time that was Avery Legg, and she turns it over.
So 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for
Crescent. There's a little short shot left of the lane. It's partially blocked. That shot was put up that time by Parker Winkler. So right now, the first, about a minute and a half, Eric. I don't know if there's jitters. A little sloppy by both teams here in the first minute and a half of this game.
Yeah, and filling each other out, Crescent looks like they want to play up tempo, and Shady's going to run some sets.
Get the ball down low. The shot is no good, but there's a foul, and that'll be free throw time as Shady will get to the free throw line, and it'll be Grayson Walls will shoot 2 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you see getting it down low, and the hack right there by Crescent, and I think that was Carter Cooper picking up the foul.
The first free throw is no good, so Walls will get another one.
Excuse me, that was Zane Carter on that foul. 2 team fouls for for Crescent already.
So here's Walls' second free throw, and it's good, and that's the first point of the ball game, and Shady takes a 1-0 lead. Back the other way, here's Crescent with it. Legg looks at the zone. Twin sister puts up the shot a little strong. There's an offensive rebound, and the putback's too strong. The ball's loose, and it's out of bounds over to Shady.
And right now, just doesn't seem like, the jitters might be with this Crescent team being undefeated as they come up with the steal. Gonna have the travel there.
Well, and it was out of bounds too. Carter Cooper, people couldn't see. the referee called traveling, but it happened right here to my right. He actually slid across the line and was out of bounds. So either way, Crescent turned it over.
So 4 turnovers.
Yep.
In 5 possessions.
Yeah.
They got 2 shots up.
We haven't had a made field goal yet. Nice defensive play by Crescent. Good play by Camden Leg. And now the ball's free. Right now, both teams it looks like they just need to settle down a bit.
Telegraphed his pass as it picked off.
Going in for the layup. There's a lot of contact and no whistle. Wow. That was a lot of contact there.
A lot of contact on that play. Letting them play, I guess, a little bit. As Winkler came up with the great steal, but not able to finish because of the foul.
And another turnover by Crescent. Well, a foul they didn't call. And certainly I'm not trying to take the place of the referee, but there was a lot of contact on that play. And no whistle, and we'll play on. Back the other way. Here comes Shady with it, and there's a travel.
And that's a good call right there. Just took a couple steps before placing the ball down.
The play happened
on the deck,
right here in front of us. So trying to settle things in. We're almost halfway into the first quarter, and neither team has made a field goal. Shady leads in the game 1-0. Both teams playing in a zone. Crescent are trying to run a set play there. They get the ball down low, and it's stolen away, and there's a reach-in foul, and that's going to go against Carroll for Shady. Landon Carroll will get whistled for, for the Chipmunk foul on Crescent.
Yeah, and that'll be their 3rd foul of the quarter.
So with 2:47 left here in the opening quarter, as I mentioned earlier, Eric, we've yet to have a field goal, just the one free throw made, and Shady leading 1-0. And like I said, it takes maybe just a little while for each team to get kind of settled in here.
Yeah, and both teams, feeling the jitters of this championship contest.
That's good defense, as that 15-foot shot was put up by Walls, and that was good defense. So back the other way comes Crescent, looking for their first lead of the ball game. Into the lane, the shot put up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Shady comes out of there with it. Winkler has it.
And as you can see, both teams want to run their set offense here, just trying to control the pace.
Bailey with space puts up the shot. It's no good. Here's an outlet pass, maybe a little too far.
And I think Winkler is going to come up with the steal.
Winkler runs it down, brings it back the other way. Bailey on the baseline drive, and he'll draw the foul. No, they will call a jump ball. The Shady fans thought, as I did, that there may have been a foul. And like I said, it'll stay with Shady. And I am definitely not trying to referee the game, Eric, but that looked like there was a lot of contact on that play without a whistle. As
Shady turns it over right now, and I think what Shady's doing is really affecting the transition game for Crescent.
On the offensive rebound, the putback is no good. That shot was put back by Carter.
It's going to be stolen away by Crescent here.
Carter has it now. Here's a 3 ball on its way, back iron, no good. Carter with the offensive rebound for Crescent. Crescent battling on the offensive board, just can't get it to go. Is they're going to just try to shoot until they make it.
This will be their 4th shot attempt on this possession.
And they still couldn't get it to go, and Bailey comes out of there with the rebound for Shady. Bailey on the attack, goes hard to the glass, and they call a held ball.
They called a held ball on that one. And that could have been pretty close, as the defender was able to get both hands on it, but 2 jump balls in the last 3 possessions here.
So coming up on a minute, and neither team's made a field goal. We got 1 free throw, a 1-0 lead for Shady. Shady back in that zone. And we got a whistle away from the ball, and we got a foul away from the ball on Crescent.
I think they're going to call an illegal screen here, charge, I guess. And that's going to be the 2nd foul on Landon Carroll, starter. Crescent digs into their bench.
So Pugh will put it in play and get the ball to Winkler. And Winkler will bring it up Final 45 seconds of quarter number 1. Bailey will turn it over. Jude Bailey, he had a good look and decided to put it on the deck and try to get a little closer, and they'll get him for traveling. So with 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it'll be Crescent with possession of the ball. It'll be Camden Legg. He'll bring it up. Legg will look over the defense as Jack Payne's into the ball game now. Shady doing a good job, Eric, extending that defense.
Maris, but this might, take the shape of the first game as a starter goes out, as Jack Payne comes into the game and makes some instant impact as he's going to get to the free throw line. But Crescent had to get into the bench early here.
There's getting the ball. Payne with a nice move into the lane from about 10 feet. Doesn't go, but he does draw the foul. He'll get to the line. It'll be 2 shots for Jack Payne. And if he can knock them both, give Crescent their first lead. He makes the first one.
And that's what you want out of your bench, Maris. All kids to be ready. This is a championship atmosphere, and Crescent has turned the ball over, 5 times in the quarter thus far. And to be able to have the lead here with 21 seconds to go, that could be a big emotional boost for him.
Payne makes both free throws. Crescent does have the lead in the final 15 seconds of the quarter. It is 2-1. Here's Bailey with it. He's got a look. He'll take it, and he'll hit it. Bailey, a good-looking shot. Shady back in front. Last shot time for Crescent. 5 seconds for the quarter. And they don't get a shot off. That's the end of 1. At the end of 1, it's Shady 3 and Crescent 2. You're watching the Raleigh County Grade School Championship here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer. At
Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Move on up to half court. Good. And we are ready to roll. Got to do a little refereeing too, don't Eric? Had to tell the young man for Shady he's got to move up to half court to inbound to start the second quarter.
Give him that extra couple of inches right there as they turn it over.
Yep, and then Crescent turns it back over.
Yeah, Crescent right now kind of looks out of sorts right here. I think the flow of the game, I don't know. We don't know what the other scores were, but this is, if you're Shady, you're up 3-2. You're keeping the pace of the game in your area.
And there's a foul on the inbounds play.
And that foul is going to be on Zane Carter. That'll be his second. So 2 starters for Crescent with 2 fouls.
And that'll be a couple of free throws coming up.
And as the coach just told him, you have 2 fouls.
So it'll be Walls at the line to shoot 2. The first free throw looks good and is. 4-2 the lead. We want to thank the fine folks at Access Health, Brian Helton running for State Senate, and your local Little General stores for being a major part of how we're able to get these games on the air for here this evening. 1 of 2 made, and the loose ball is ran down, and it'll go off Crescent, and it'll stay with Shady.
Yes. Right now, Shady, the ball, they're making their breaks, though. The more aggressive team as far as getting it into the paint, as Crescent is able to come up with the steal.
Yeah, Bailey got in there, and he got double-teamed, and back the other way is Crescent. Camden Legg with it. He's in trouble. Tries to get the ball in the low post. It's taken away. Walls does a good job on the steal. Back the other way. Here's Bailey with it for Shady. Winkler.
Bailey's a good-looking player.
He is, and you can't give him the room. There's a nice drive to the basket. That shot put up left of the lane by Richmond is no good. Here's the Chipmunks with a run out. Shot doesn't go, loose ball, and it's picked up by Shady. Richmond on his way to the basket, puts up the shot off the glass. Heartbreak, that was halfway down and doesn't go. The pace is frantic. We just don't have the scores.
Nice looking bounce
and they
pass.
Throw it away.
It's a turnover, but that is the correct play right there by a Legg. I think that was
Avery Legg.
Avery Legg, as she did a little crossover and great awareness. The offensive player need to keep running. I mean, shot a layup.
So we got a full timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring.
All right, out of the timeout. Shady will have it up to Bailey's got some space. They give him the shot, and he knocks it down.
I don't know what the game plan is, but the game plan shouldn't be to give Jude Bailey that open look as he knocks down another one.
Here's Audrey Legg. Yeah, but if you give Bailey that much room, he has the confidence. He's knocked down back-to-back shots from the floor, and Shady with a 4-point lead. You get the ball inside, and there's going to be a Shady foul.
And that's going to be whistled on Grayson Walls.
So it'll be out of bounds up under their own basket for the Crescent Chipmunks. Getting ready to put the ball in play will be Carter, or beg your pardon, will be Payne. Payne to put it in play.
And he I think that's a travel because of the station there. But
yes, he walked. He's got to be. You're right on it, Eric. That's a turnover. Or is it not a turnover? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I thought the same thing. He was Carter. He was bouncing around and moving around, and he had to be stationary.
Yes.
Because you can only move after a made basket.
Yeah, that is a correct call.
They're giving Bailey the space, daring him to shoot, and he does. That time he leaves it a little short.
Still good-looking shot. He should take that all day.
And here is Avery Legg right of the lane. The shot doesn't go. And Walls for Shady comes out of there with the rebound.
In a closely contested game such as this, the Crescent has to get those easy buckets to fall.
Bailey, Winkler with a look. He'll take it from 15, little strong. Battle for the rebound. The ball's loose. And Crescent will come out of there with it. Here's Avery Legg, little short shot right of the lane, little too strong. And Shady comes out of there with it, with Bailey with the rebound. So we've had a lot of action, Eric, just haven't had a lot of scoring.
Yeah, and Crescent's, fortunate to be a lot of contact right there, and that could have been the third foul on the big from Crescent, and that would be Zane Carter as he stays in to block the shot. But Crescent should feel fortunate. As bad as they've played, Shady has not been able to put any distance between them.
Yeah, you're right. They're only 2 points have come at the free throw line. They've not made a field goal, and we're coming up on 9-minute drought for Crescent as far as making a field goal. They haven't made one the entire game, and we're coming up on the 3-minute mark of the first half. And can Avery Legg change that? No, the shot's too strong. There's a putback. That's too strong. And coming out of there with the rebound is Jude Bailey for Shady. Bailey on the move, stops, pops, a little too strong, back iron, long rebound out to Crescent's Camden Legg. Legg on the move. He'll shoot a 17-footer and knock it down.
I was about to say that Legg, Camden, looks real under control, keeps his head up, surveying the floor, and knocks down a big hoop.
That's a big bucket. That's the first field goal of the game for Crescent. Shady still leads by 2, though. Winkler with it. Winkler on the drive.
I'll tell you something that I've noticed about Avery Legg. She's real active with her hands as we see the replay of Camden knocking down the 18-footer right there.
A little splashdown, and we'll have a timeout. So we got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. But, Eric, we've had a lot of action, just haven't had a lot of scoring. Only 6-4 right now, the lead for Shady with 2:16 left in the half. The game we did earlier for the third-place game goes to Hollywood. They beat Marsh Fork 39-25. Hollywood finishes their year at 11-3. Marsh Fork 12-3. And, Eric, when you look at these teams, the 16th game for each one of these teams, Crescent 15-0, Shady 13-2.
Yeah, and both teams with a lot of games under the belt. And how we led off this game, it seems like it is going to be tough for this Crescent Chipmunk team because Shady's come in here with some fire and some incentive, and they've really kept the pace of the game, in their favor, and they've controlled the glass for the most part. And this is going to be, I think, a down-to-the-wire game.
So out of the timeout, it'll be Shady's ball. They'll inbound side out. 2:16 left here in the half, and Shady leading by 2 at 6-4. So here's Winkler with it. Looks at that zone. Bailey with it now. And a turnover. Camden Legg with the steal.
And I think this is how Crescent tries to live. They want to make you turn it over as Camden Legg knocks another deep one down.
Yeah, Legg back-to-back buckets, and that's got the game even at 6.
And look, and it's changed the attitude of this Crescent defense.
There's going to be a foul.
That's going to be on Avery Legg.
As getting to the line will be Bailey. So game's tied 6-6 with 1:39 left here in the half.
And that's the first foul for each team in the quarter. So, second for Crescent. So there shouldn't be any free throws the rest of the way.
So Bailey will shoot 2. The first one is good, and Shady's regained the lead. So Bailey, he's got what? Has he got all their points?
No, he has 5 of the
5
7.
Of the 7. And there's a lane violation.
Grayson Walls has shot 4 free throws and made 2. But their offense right now is Jude Bailey.
So here comes Crescent in the final minute and a half of the opening half with a chance to regain the lead. Camden Legg looking at the Shady zone.
This zone is really causing trouble for.
That's a 3-ball put up is no good by Avery Legg, but you get your own rebound. A little short shot on the right baseline is no good. And that shot was put up by Carter Cooper. And back the other way is Winkler for Shady. Coming up on 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Winkler on the drive, has the ball knocked away. Here's Cooper with it. Back the other way.
Charge.
And it's going to be an offensive foul. And you're right on it, Eric.
Hey.
So 50 seconds remain in the half, and Shady will have possession of the ball and up 1.
And that's the second foul on a starter for 3 starters with 2 fouls for Crescent, so that could come into play down the stretch here.
Bailey on the baseline drive. They cut him off, and he draws the foul, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Camden Legg, his first.
So a 1-point lead for Shady, and Jude Bailey will try to add to that lead. He's been a solid player for Shady Elementary.
1 of 2 at the free throw line here.
And he misses the first one. Got a full house here tonight at the gym here at Beckley Woodrow Wilson. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, Faith Alexander on camera, and the heavy hitter Nick Eskins producing and directing. And that's the second time, Eric,
he stepped
over the line. He didn't make it, and it wouldn't have counted had he made it.
Probably needs to take a step back right there and shoot it, a step further back.
So here's Crescent shooting for the lead, and that short shot by Cooper is no good. Bailey on the attack, goes to the basket, puts it up, gets the roll. Nice take by Bailey, the shooter's touch. Final 14 seconds of the half. Here's Cooper with it on the drive. They cut him off. He puts it up, doesn't go. Shady comes out of there with it with 4 seconds left. There's a half-court shot. Count it if it goes. It almost went. And at the break, it's a 3-point advantage for Shady. It's Shady 9, Crescent 6. You've been watching live streaming coverage of the Great School Championship game here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer. At
Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter. At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson. You are being entertained by the cheerleaders of Crescent right now here on Video Productions. As at the break, Eric, not maybe really surprised that Shady's ahead because we knew both these teams are good. They've been the top 2 teams in the county. Crescent undefeated, 15-0, going for a three-peat. Shady 13-2. Just surprised of the little amount of scoring, even though there was a lot of action. I thought we'd have more points in 15 total. 9-6 at the break is the Shady lead.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, the magnitude of this game, you can't say that it probably doesn't get to these young these young players, and they've both teams have missed probably balls, a lot of shots that they normally make. So I look for them to heat up after halftime. Both teams heat up and really put some points on the board.
Yeah, I think that which team can attack the other team's zone the best in the second half may be the team that might come out on top.
And I think that right now Shady has the momentum based on foul trouble by the Crescent Chipmunks, because they have three of their top 5 players with 2 fouls, and that can shape the way they play on defense.
We'll go ahead and take our final break, come back and get you ready for the second half, as it's a 3-point lead for Shady, 9-6. You're watching the Grade School Championship game streaming on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
As we welcome you back to Beckley, before we start the second half, I want to give a nice thanks to the fine folks at Access Health. Also, Brian Helton, who's running for state senate on the Republican ticket, and also your local little general stores. And, Eric, a lot of things go into this, but, of course, without our sponsors and out with those major sponsors, none of this could happen, and we really appreciate them.
Yeah, and the thing that you want to say about these sponsors, man, they truly care about, all sports in Raleigh County and youth sports. This is big for elementary game to be on, so – relatives can watch this that couldn't make it tonight, all over the place.
Well, the thing about it, too, when this game's over, by the time these kids and the parents get home, they'll be able to go home and watch the replay on YouTube or
relive
Facebook.
The moment.
Relive the moment and think, and it's they're teachable moments, too, Eric. You go back and watch the replay. It's just not to say, hey, I'm on the television screen, but also maybe a way to help your game.
That's right. You can go and see, well, in that moment, I should have done this, some correctable, teachable moments for sure.
Or I wish I'd have done that.
Yes.
Like you, wish you made a few more free throws.
That's
not
right.
That you could make free throws.
No, but I think, I practice what I preach. I think if I could have made a few more free throws, we could have won a few more games way back when I played.
Well, when we got here, the Beckley girls were going through some of their flex practice. And, of course, Brian Neighbors, which is a real good friend of both you and I, and he only had 6 girls at this particular practice, and I told Brian, I said, well, Brian, if you need eligibility left, I think I'm good for at least a half, and Eric's good for a half, but I got to tell you, you're not going to get no defense out of me.
That's
if you
right.
throw me the ball, I'm going to shoot it. More times than not, it's going in. And I said, Eric, I can't speak for his defense, but his offense, and when it goes in, he'll tell you that it's going in, or he'll tell you about it after it goes in. And Brian got a big kick out of that.
That's right. That is right.
Speaking of Brian Neighbors, looking forward to, once again, covering basketball for Video Productions. One of the first games that we'll do on the high school scene. And a little bit earlier this year, Eric, will be in November. We won't even have to wait till December for a regular season game. November 28th, right here in this building. It'll be Princeton against Beckley to start the 2023-2024 girls high school basketball season.
Yeah, you know what? Princeton and Beckley in anything, is going to be a good matchup, and I look forward to starting the season and kicking off the season with that game.
Of course, on Friday night, we'll have a big game, and it's like a playoff game. The Oak Hill Red Devils and the Beckley Flying Eagles from just right across the parking lot here, Eric. You and I will have that Friday night, and that is a huge game as the ratings will come out tomorrow. Beckley, coming off a bye week, was 14th, and I don't know if they'll fall back. I don't know if they'll be able to move up with by not playing, but I wouldn't think that they would fall back or somebody would pass them. But even if that's the case, they'll get a chance to take care of what they do on the field with their last 2 games. Oak Hill, as we mentioned, this Friday, and then George Washington on November the 3rd.
Yeah, but this Oak Hill was a must-have. Both teams have this circled, just back before the season started, just because it's Beckley and Oak Hill. But now there are a lot of chips on the line here.
Yep, a lot of coins in the middle of the table.
Yes, and for Oak Hill, you get this win under your belt, you could probably jump into the top 8.
Yeah, and Oak Hill looking for a home game. They'll come in with only 1 loss. They are 7-1, and Beckley is 5-3. So we're ready to start the second half. Shady with a 3-point lead at 9-6. And I'm not sure we got everything all aligned. And we are ready to go. Shady will have the first possession to start the second half.
And it looks like Crescent came out in a little pressure, and Shady scores right at him.
Owen Richmond able to take the pass and lay it up and in. The biggest lead of the game right here, a 5-point advantage for Shady. Avery Legg on the drive. They get the ball down inside into the paint. Little short shot is up and no good. That shot was put up by Carter.
Grayson Walls gets the rebound for Shady.
Here's Winkler with it now. And they'll get a reach-in foul on Avery Legg for Crescent. So that's the first foul of the second half. And it'll be side out right here in front of us.
Now that's 2 on Avery Legg, and that's 4 starters for Crescent with 2 fouls.
Here's Bailey with it. Shady with the ball. And their largest lead of the game at 5. Nice drive to the basket, in and out, no good. That was a nice take, and they're going to get a foul on Shady over the back on Walls. But that was a nice, good take by Bailey right to the basket. As we watch the replay, he just missed it, and then, like you said, over the back.
And I'm going to make just a minor assessment with Crescent trailing right now. It looks like they want to come in and play as Avery Legg misses the long shot. But they want to play man-to-man, and I think that's not a good decision by them, because I think Jude Bailey is able to beat people off the dribble.
And Winkler goes right off the dribble and lays it up and in. The lead now is up to 9 up to 7 at 13-6. There's Cooper with a shot in the lane. Avery Legg puts it up and in, and that's a much-needed basket for Crescent to trim the lead to 5 at 13-8. Bailey with it now.
Yeah, and you see Crescent's trying to, as they lose Bailey, and Bailey's going to take it all the way to the rack.
Puts up the shot, it doesn't go. Back the other way comes Crescent. Down the lane, a little floater, it doesn't go. But Crescent with the offensive rebound. Legg dials it up from 3. Not there. And Bailey runs down the rebound for Shady. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of the third.
And Bailey's real good in the open court, real patient as he surveys the defense.
Nice defensive play that time by Carter. Here's Avery Legg. Shot's too strong, it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Crescent.
Yeah, good looks by Avery, maybe just rushing just a tad, rushing the shot a little bit, and he's just settled down and knock it down. But I think the reason that Crescent went to the man-to-man is to try to speed the pace of this game up.
Avery Legg's shot is too long, but battling for the loose ball, it goes off of Bailey, and it'll stay with Crescent.
As we can see, both players go for it, and stays here with Crescent.
So here's Camden Legg with it. Avery Legg has it. They go back and forth. Off a screen, Shady defended that well. They try to get the ball inside, and the shot is up under the basket. And a rebound in the center of the lane. I was screened out there. He didn't see who made that shot.
Camden Legg came in and got the rebound and got it up and in.
So Legg cleans it up. There's Winkler down the lane, puts up the shot too strong.
But see, now Crescent's able to get out because they secured the rebound and out in transition.
There's an offensive rebound. Carter puts it up, no good. And we've got standing on the inline and turnover to Shady.
And Crescent had 2 good looks right there at the bucket, just not able to get anything to fall.
Yeah, Cooper and Carter couldn't get it to go. But this pressure seems like it's giving Shady a little trouble right now. Here's Winkler, and his shot is blocked. What a beautiful defensive play by Avery Legg to block the shot from behind.
As we can see on the instant replay, good recovery. And it went off of Legg's head after she blocked it.
Beautiful block by Avery Legg. Shaded inbound, trying to get the ball into Bailey. They do. He's double teamed, forces a shot, trying to get a whistle, no call. The ball's loose, and it'll stay with Shady.
Both teams, I mean, this is
the intensity of this game.
Yes, very intense. Every possession matters. With 2:51 to go here in the third quarter, every possession is big from here on out.
Wall's shot is partially blocked.
Crescent has numbers, Mares.
Here's Caden Legg with it. He backs it back out. Legs open, dials it up and hits.
Big shot by Legg, 4 points in the quarter as they claw back within 1.
Here's Winkler with it. Like I said, this pressure has given Shady a lot of trouble here in this third quarter. There's going to be a foul as Caden Legg got there a little late and he fouls Bailey.
Just a tad late, and that'll be his second foul, team's second of the quarter. Be side out right here.
Or actually, it should be side out. They got him under the basket, but yeah, you're right, Eric. It should be side out, and now they move it from under the basket, as you are correct, to side out. 1 point Shady lead. They have possession of the ball. Having a hard time getting it in, though, and they finally do to Bailey.
See, this is a good job. Back off of Bailey just a tad if I was playing defense on him, because he's able to beat the defense. Just missed the shot there. Got the shot he wanted. But he's able to beat Crescent time and time again off the dribble.
Carter came down with that rebound. Here's Camden Legg into the lane, puts up the short shot. Good! And Crescent has come roaring back to take a 1 point lead. Shady calls a timeout. 1:51 left in the third. Listen to this crowd as Crescent rallies, and they lead 14-13. Get hard, we try, and we put signs and cones and everything. We still can't help it that people don't pay attention and they unplug us.
Yeah, we just got unplugged there.
And
I thought it was just the crowd shaking so hard it shook the reception of the.
And I'll just leave it at that. We're ready. We got it back and we're ready to go. 1 point lead for Crescent, and they have possession of the ball. The short shot is no good. They fight for the rebound, and it's loose, and it comes right to Camden Legg. He puts up the shot. Long rebound. It is fought for, and Avery Legg has it. Camden Legg will dial it up from distance and hit a 2-pointer. And it's an 8-0 Crescent run to take a 16-13 lead. Here's Winkler down the lane, in and out, no good. The rebound is to Crescent. Avery Legg on the drive, no good. The putback is no good. And Crescent has just been the aggressor. Here's another shot put up by Legg. Too strong. That was by Camden Legg, and now Avery Legg has it.
Yeah, but with the pace of the game, Crescent is getting to every loose ball now.
A little short shot by Zane Carter. A 10-0 run from being down 13-8 to now leading 18-13. Back the other way. There's a block from behind. It'll stay with Shady.
Man,
and right now, Crescent has all the momentum.
And listen to this crowd. I mean, this is very intense game, and Crescent has gone on a 10-0 run here.
And there's a Crescent foul as they'll call it on the floor. But yeah, Shady was up 13-8 and had the momentum. And then Crescent, because I think, Eric, of the defensive pressure, is able to get them out and get on this 10-0 run to take a 5-point lead.
Yeah, and that was on Zane Carter there. So that's going to be his third. So right out of bounds play as Carter gets a block there.
Bailey with it, and he gets hammered, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
And that's going to be on Camden Legg, his third. And Bailey did a good job of securing the rebound. And Bailey, I like the way this kid plays. He has basketball smarts, and he gets up into leg and gets to the free throw line. 2
shots for Bailey. But, Eric, the thing that I really like is the free throw dances around all part of the iron and goes in. That breaks the 10-0 run. That even at the grade school level, in a game like this, you can't give up a layup. You got to make it a good, clean, hard foul.
And make them go to the line and earn it, as Bailey misses 1 of 2 as he does the same thing.
That's the 3rd time.
He shot 6 free throws, and each one, the second free throw, he steps over the line.
He steps across the line. He didn't make it anyway, but the 1 free throw, so that does stop a 10-0 Crescent run, trims the lead to 4. Coming up the final 3 seconds of the quarter, and they turn it over.
Yeah, the ball fake, Camden Legg did the ball fake, his feet were moving with the ball.
So let's see if Shady knows there's 2.4 left in the 3rd. A 4-point Crescent lead at 18-14. It's been very exciting, even though we don't have as many points as we thought that we may have.
This surprises me right here, but I wouldn't pick up a cheap foul if I was Crescent.
Bailey puts up the shot. It doesn't go, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, Crescent with a 4-point lead, 18-14. Back for the exciting 4th quarter for the Raleigh County Grade School Championship game here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We're headed to the 4th quarter of this Raleigh County Grade School Championship game, and Eric, it's been a good one, and it's a 4-point lead for Shady at 18-14. Beg your pardon, 4-point lead for Crescent. Shady was ahead 3-2 at the quarter, 9-6 at the break, and here at the end of the 3rd quarter, part of a 10-0 run has gotten Crescent the 4-point lead in possession to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and that 10-0 run helped Crescent outscore Shady 12-5 in that 3rd quarter.
Shady back in his zone. Here's Avery Legg, thought about the shot. Trying to work the ball down low. They get the ball in the paint. And a turnover. Really good defense by Shady. Down low and also at the top of the zone.
Yeah, and they did a good job of not reaching and fouling and gained possession here, down 4. 5:33 left in this game. I mean, this is, as you stated, this is an intense game. It's going to be a steal.
Here, you're right. Down the lane, he lost control of the ball, did Crescent. Here's Avery Legg, puts up the short shot. It won't go, and Winkler clears the rebound for Shady.
Oh, what a steal.
And they're going to call a foul on Winkler.
Winkler, as he got his pocket picked right there, Winkler did. And, I told you I liked Avery Legg's hands as she looked. She waited on the crossover right here, had her hands ready, and got the steal and the foul.
We got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 5:16 left in regulation. And I think it's fair to say regulation, Eric, the way that this game has been going back and forth.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't surprise me. It's a game of runs, and right now Crescent has the momentum, but it only takes one defensive stop in the bucket from Shady to really get that crowd going on the other side. This has been a tremendous crowd. I mean, this atmosphere is real good.
The biggest lead that each team has had has been 5 points. But Crescent, from being down 5, when they went on that 10-0 run, they were able to go up 5 And then Shady is cut in to the lead by making one free throw to trim Crescent's lead to 4. So plenty of time left. 5:16 left here in regulation here in the fourth quarter. And it's a 4-point lead. And it'll be Crescent's ball as they'll inbound across the way over there by the scorer's table.
Yeah, I thought Shady thought they had the ball out of the timeout.
Maybe they tried a little trickery, huh? Here's Avery Legg, puts up the shot from the far corner, doesn't go. Richmond clears the rebound and gets it to Bailey.
And this is where Bailey needs to take over this game.
Bailey, hard take to the basket, left it short, the ball's knocked out of bounds, it'll belong to Crescent.
Yeah, but if you're Shady, you want Bailey attacking and being the aggressor.
Right, you want him in the open court like that, as you mentioned, attacking the basket. Here's a shot from the right side, good! Carter Cooper for 2. Biggest lead right here for Crescent, 6-point advantage. Winkler on the drive. Good job by Avery Legg to cut him off.
She has great on-ball defense intensity. I mean, she is a good player.
Bailey down the lane, good take to the basket, has the ball stripped. Nice defensive play by Camden Legg.
You know, and that was a good no call. A lot of contact defensively, but Bailey kind of initiated the contact, and I'm good with that call there.
Yeah, or the lack of a call there. I'm with you on that. Here's Walls inside. The shot doesn't go, and there's a rebound by Carter. Back the other way is Crescent with the ball and up 6. Nice bounce pass down low. The little short shot, not there. They get their own rebound. That time does Carter. And they throw it back out, and it is Legg that drills the shot, and it's an 8-point advantage.
And that is Legg's 14th point. He has 14 of the 22 points as Avery Legg was able to create a turnover here. As we look at the replay, nice shot by Camden Legg.
It's a 16-1 run by Crescent, and there's a full timeout. We'll be right back after this break here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
And we're back here at Beckley. Here's Crescent on the inbounds play, puts up the shot, it doesn't go. Bailey gets it. 3:50 left in the game. 8-point advantage, back the other way with a layup, good! Owen Richmond scores for Shady. 22-16. Here's Crescent, they turned it over. And Eric, a lot of basketball left to be played with 3.5 to go. And after Crescent looked like they had the momentum, a bucket, and now a turnover by Shady.
Yeah, and the thing that Shady was able to do, you got to get the ball out of the hands of the ball handler, and that would be Camden Legg. If you want any chance of trying to win this game, make someone else control the ball. As Crescent comes up with the steal.
Here's Avery Legg in the open floor, going in for the layup, doesn't get it to go. Ball's loose. Shady comes out of there with it with Richmond. Richmond on the move. He loses control of the ball. It's out of bounds. It's going to be off of Crescent, and it'll stay with Shady. 3:19 remaining. And not only is Crescent going for a perfect season, Eric, of trying to get to 16-0, they're trying to win their 3rd straight Raleigh County grade school championship. Nice play to Walls, and he missed the shot. Yeah. They had exactly what they wanted.
Hey, Maris, what's that called? Back to back? back-to-back.
Yeah, three-peat.
A three-peat.
Of course, we know that the Bulls done it twice. The Lakers done it a couple times in the NBA.
Yeah, I just know about the Bulls.
Well, Phil Jackson was part of the Lakers when they did it. Nice ball movement by Crescent. The shot in and out, heartbreak by Avery Legg, and Camden Legg got the rebound. He draws the foul. He'll shoot two.
Late foul, and I think that was more after the shot, as Camden Legg will get to the free throw line, and as you can see, after he shoots it, can't box out the shooter. That can't do that far away from the bucket, and that's the good call. And Crescent is rewarded with 2 free throws.
So here's the first free throw by Camden Legg. On its way, and it's no good.
These are big.
Yep. Yeah, 2-possession game right now, 22-16.
That's what I was going to say. This one could make it 3-possession game.
Yep. Here's the second free throw. On its way. No good. He missed them both. But a fight for the rebound, and it's a held ball.
Shady ball.
And the arrow will keep it with, nope.
No, it
one
goes to
referee
Shady.
pointed one way, one pointed the other. And you're right on it.
But this gives Crescent a chance to put that pressure on. It's going to be close to 5 here.
Yeah, having a hard time getting it in. They finally do to Richmond. Owen Richmond. Bailey in the open court. He couldn't handle it cleanly. He still can't handle it cleanly. He had a layup had he to handle it cleanly.
He said, I'll just step back and shoot that jumper.
He misses it, but Richmond puts it back up. Doesn't go. And we got over the back. I think they'll get walls.
They're going to get walls on over the back. You were all on it. And, and just the way the ball bounces, that was a great transition play by Shady. And Bailey, their best player, was not able to get it cleanly. Crescent, recovered on defense and forced a bad shot. Now Shady's got the pressure on.
And that is not – actually, I'm not sure it was over and back because he did not go all the way over and come back.
Plus, he never had control of it when it was hit.
If we watch the replay, you have to go all the way over with both feet and come back.
He straddled the line.
And I do not think he was all the way over.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Good call.
Good call.
The official's all over that. I beg your pardon.
Oh, it's going to be another turnover.
Another turnover. But here's the thing, Eric. Shader getting turnovers, but they got to score out of them if they're going to get back in the game.
And if I'm the coach, I'm going to put my coaching hat on right here for Crescent. Next possession, if I secure it, I'm going to take the air of the ball.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Play like you have the lead.
Here's Bailey, double dribbled. Yep. He looked like he just kind of stumbled over his own feet there and turned it over.
But he was going downhill, and he was going to go to the bucket and score right there.
So now I'm with you. You would think here now if you're Crescent.
As good a ball handlers that they have, I mean, I'm not saying stall, but see, they're going to try to get the ball out of Camden Legg's hands.
Into the lane. That's a nice shot by Carter Cooper.
4 points in the game for Cooper, and they've all been in this fourth quarter, 2 big buckets.
Richmond back the other way. Winkler has it now. We're under 2 minutes for the game. Winkler trying to find something, and they'll call a foul.
Oh, that's big. If that's a foul on Legg.
Well, both of them were there. Just depending on which one they call it on.
And I think if they call that on Legg, that'll be his 4th. They hadn't put it up on the board.
Yep, they called it on
Legg, Camden Legg. That's his 4th.
Into Walls. Walls fumbles the ball. He's tied up, and the possession arrow will give it to Crescent.
That's a minute 37 to go. If you're Crescent, Camden Legg cannot afford to foul out of this game.
Landon Carroll did a good job tying up the Shady ball handler. Here's Cooper now with the pass down low. A little short shot, dances on the iron, and is no good. Put up by Carter, and we have a whistle with 1:27 left in the game.
And I think that's going to be on Zane Carter, and that'll be his 4th.
And you are correctamundo. But I like the fact that we still got 2 fouls before anybody shoots free throws.
Yes, I mean, and this makes the game go more freely.
Bailey on the drive down the lane, puts up the shot and scores.
A lot of time left.
That's a beautiful drive by Bailey.
A lot of time left in this game.
24-18 and turnover. They'll call turning the ball over.
A lot of possessions here.
He overhanded the ball right there. or a carry, I guess is the
Carry,
proper
yes.
the proper
Overhand back in our day.
Yeah. So here's Bailey with it. Spins into the lane, tacks the basket, puts up a short shot. It's no good. And coming out of there is Cooper with the rebound. Whips a pass down low. Good. Avery Legg with the short bucket. Little short shot for the hoop. And with 48 seconds left, a timeout. We'll take a break and be right back here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
And welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Maris Larry, Eric Thomas. Eric, the final 45 seconds of this championship game. Crescent closing in on what perhaps could be a three-peat, and if they can hang on to the lead over the next 35 seconds, it will be a three-peat. And there's a foul on the rebound, and it'll be possession to Crescent.
Yeah, now Crescent just has to get the ball in to the hands of, they're subbing in.
Yeah, they're trying to get their ball handler back into the ball game.
That'd be Camden Legg back in the game.
Want to get him the ball. Because on the next foul, it will be free throw time for Crescent. And Shady needs to foul to get Crescent to the line. Carroll with it now for Crescent.
Turnover. Oh,
well,
great hands.
Shady needs to foul. Crescent can just run out the clock.
Yeah, I'd stand back there. Yeah.
And there's the foul. Shady didn't really realize it, and their coach was trying to tell they need to come out and commit the foul. So up 26-18, Eric, with 18.8 left in the game. Will now get the line to 2 shots for Camden Legg, and not only closing in on what looks like to be an undefeated season, which if they hang on and win, it will be, but it'll be the 3rd straight grade school championship for Crescent.
And Camden Legg has really come up big in this second half. As only thing he's done wrong is he's missed 3 free throws, but he's leads all scorers with 14 points.
Yeah. When you handle the ball as much as he does, that's something in time. He just needs to work on the free throws because he's going to get fouled a lot at the end of games.
Yeah, good-looking player. I love the way he surveyed the court. Not missed that
Missed them both. And if you're Crescent, you just want to get back and you don't foul. Final 15 seconds of the game. Here's Bailey. They ought to just let him go to the basket. Don't foul him if you're Crescent. 8 seconds left. And Crescent will go undefeated and win their 3rd straight Raleigh County grade school basketball title. Your final score is Crescent 26 and Shady 18. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap it up. You've been watching the grade school championship game here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
And we welcome you back in to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, another great job producing and directing. And the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera. Well, Eric, we had two good games here, and it concluded with a three-peat, the third consecutive championship by Crescent in elementary basketball in Raleigh County, beating Shady 26-18. The first game was a three-point matchup. The third place game, rather, not a three-point matchup. And it was Hollywood defeating Marshfork 39-25. So Marshfork will finish fourth, Hollywood third, Shady will be the runner-up, and Crescent, once again for the third straight year, Eric, will be the county champion as they won volleyball about a week or so ago, and now they win basketball for the third straight year.
Yeah, and a good program. You know, winning breeds winning, and Crescent, they have the ball rolling in great team effort by both squads. Shady had a good game plan in that first half and came out and slowed it down and got the momentum and the pace of the game in their favor. And I think Crescent coaches did a good job of coming out in that third quarter and turning up that pressure and really getting the pace of the game in their favor.
All right, now this is good because we have a viewer just texted me and said it's their fourth straight championship. Now, I just got the assignment of this game yesterday, and I bet if I was told once, I was told at least 15 times they'd won 3 in a row, but now I'm being corrected that it's 4 in a row. But I'm sure if you're Crescent, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, this one is just as sweet. If it's 4 or 3, just as sweet as the previous ones.
That's right. Well, they got a stranglehold right now on the basketball championship, and my hat's off to the Chipmunks.
So the final score is Crescent 26 and Shady 18. And once again, we want to congratulate all 4 schools that participated in this. Marshfork will be 4th place, Hollywood 3rd, Shady runner-up, and Crescent the champion. So we're going to say our goodbyes here at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. We'll have a middle school football championship game that will take place Thursday night at Independence High School. It'll kick off at 6 o'clock. It will be Trap Hill and Independence. And then on Friday night, our high school game of the week will be at Van Meter Stadium in Beckley. It'll be Oak Hill against Beckley. So until Thursday night, for our entire crew here, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, for the brains of the outfit, which was Faith Alexander on camera, for my partner Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Crescent beat Shady 26-18. Good night, everybody.